Good morning. Shalom. All praise and glory to the mighty Most High, our Creator, who is one God. Blessings to the children of Israel. Much love. This morning when I woke up, man, I've been doing what I do. I'm always with my mind aware and thinking of the Creator, the Spirit of God. Always, continually. It's all I do. My mind, my thoughts, my heart, my strength, my love, my compassion, my tenderness, all belong to the Spirit of God. I humbly submit before Him. Every cell, every fiber of flesh that comprises me of the man that I am. I have a heavy heart today. And I'm bitter and I'm angry with the people. I'm angry with my own race of people. I'm angry with the American people. I'm bitter with you because you're walking around with blinders on your eyes. Hear me out on this, please. Let me tell you what I'm so upset with you about. Didn't Snowden, 10 years ago or so, say that the N.S.A. was watching us through these devices? Now, when that report came out, there was a lot of scuttlebutt going back and forth, a lot of different views, a lot of controversy, a lot of people not caring. Okay? You're the ones who I'm bitter with. You that said when you heard these reports that we're being watched by our government through these devices, you that said, what do I care if the government's watching us if I'm doing nothing wrong? You're the ones who I'm bitter with. You guys are the ones that are completely asleep. Let me explain to you what's happening with these devices that we're putting into our children's hands, that we sit in front of all day long. Number one, every television now in this country is a receiver of a camera, okay? It is a camera inside of your home. They have the ability to come inside of your home in these smart devices and sit and watch you inside of your homes. Well, what do I fucking care if they do that, man? Fuck. They want to watch me bang my wife on the couch, let them... Well, no, personally myself, I wouldn't... Unless I know who's watching me bang my wife on the couch, you're not invited. Number one. If you could possibly understand that concept, that somebody's on the other end of these devices and they're watching you and listening to everything that you have to say. Okay? So now we got these computers, we got the smart screens and these things. They're listening devices, they're recording devices. I'm surprised they don't have a contract you gotta fucking sign inside of a box on a television set, man, when you send off your warranty. Sign our paper here because we're gonna be watching you. And it's you, the American people, that don't care whether they're watching you or not. Probably because you're exhibitionists. You want to be watched. You want to be seen. You want to be watched that way. But the minute somebody comes up to you on the streets with their camera and their phone and starts pointing it in your face, man, you're like, what are you doing, man? Get away from me. What? This reality construct has become so mind-bent for me, I cannot fathom the thought of people with these devices and not caring that you're being watched and being listened to. And the worst part about this all, okay, I don't care what you people think about what I'm saying. You can call me conspiracy theorist and all that shit. I'm telling you why I'm bitter with you, because I know what's going on. With all this new technology that's taking place, is the fingerprinting, the facial recognition, the unlock your phone with the facial recognition and stuff. This is all so if they can get you, the adult parent, to get on board with handing your children these smart devices, and your children all of a sudden are using these high-tech technologies to read their faces, to read their eyes, to read everything that there is about them at this young age, then what you've done is you put your child on a fucking market for pedophiles. These devices are weapons of mass destruction. These devices are Satan in your hand. These devices should not be given to any child under the age of 18. What's my point? What reference do I have to make such an argument? Because there's pornography on them. Okay? And you can get this pornography for free. And this is where it really gets dark and seated with the government, all right? You're giving your child these smart devices, and children are becoming so high-tech smart devices that they're locked into these things. When I say that your child goes on the market for it, it's a fact. You, a parent, are allowing your child to work with all this technology. You're putting a device in a child's hand where these evil, dark forces have the ability on the other end of their portal, because that's what these are. They're portals. These are portals for either an evil parasite to come inside of your home. Everything that comes off the television in there is all demonic shit, man. I'm telling you, you can't find a program any longer at all that isn't fucking shoving Jesus Christ down your face or blood and guts down your face. Even these Christian movies, they're shoving Jesus Christ down your face. They're shoving the cross down your face. They're shoving this idol worship down your face. And you don't even realize it, that you're being indoctrinated with it from the very beginning. When you set your kid right in front of the television set, it was the first weapon of destruction, was the television set inside of the homes. But now these smart devices, man, these cell phones that you're putting in children's hands are nothing more than a meat market for the slave masters to sit on the other side of their devices and say, oh, she's cute. This is now you're putting your children out there on the market to be abducted, to be kidnapped, be taken out of here, sent to another country. This is how the slave market works, folks. Okay, they abduct and steal and kidnap children from one country, millions of them, all right? And then they disperse American children all over the world in other countries, and then they do the same thing in other countries and then disperse those children all over the world in other countries. So when children go missing into the slave market, you're not getting your kid back, folks. And I'm telling you that there's millions of children alone each year that go missing in our country, and you're not hearing these numbers. Nobody's talking about what really frickin' matters on this plane of existence. The only thing that matters on this plane of existence is God. If you get right with God and you wear the full armor of God, you walk in His protection, there isn't anything that can be forged against you. The Creator is going to keep evil away from you. You're like this shield that you're walking around, this powerful, invincible shield. It's the Creator. Come on. Wow. God says, this is my child here. You're not touching this child. You're not touching that child. I don't care who you are, man. I don't care how this works. I'm telling you right now that there are people inside of your home watching you when you're sitting in front of the television set and you're watching TV. They're listening to you inside of your homes. Okay, Snowden told us this shit 10 years ago, man. This technology has taken off to the point where they're going to start using these devices to freaking locate and track you. Okay, you're giving a device to your child where when your child's looking into the phone, somebody on the other end of that can be looking at your child and saying, ooh, she's cute. Let's lock this one up. Don't think shit doesn't happen, people. You live in hell. These are beasts, man. These are people that rape children. These are people that have animals climb on top of young girls and stuff. These are nasty, vile creatures. These are men that literally sleep with sheep. This isn't bullshit. I mean, there's people out there that do these beastly acts, man, and they're not human. This is what I'm telling you. These people that are on the other side of these devices are not human beings. They're demonic. They live carnally to the flesh. Please hear me. You are not that flesh. You're not that flesh, folks. You are a soul or a spirit inside of this meat suit. Okay, you are a ball of energy, and when the body dies, when the body expires, your energy only goes to another place. You can't destroy energy. It only moves from one place to another. Okay? Where is your energy going to be moving to at death? Moving to at death. Huh? Are you going to be able to make that Passover? That crossover? Are you going to be able to pass through the firm mind of God? Are you going to stand up righteous before the eyes of God? Have you served the Creator at all? Do you worship? Do you pray? Do you hit your knees? Do you call out and ask for change from the Creator? Or are you too busy this? Oh, look at me shake my ass. All right? And you're putting your kids out there that are shaking their asses. Tick tock, tick tock. This is the end. Don't you get it? Tick tock means the fucking time is ticking, folks. A time bomb is ticking. Tick tock is the most fucking obscene site that you could go on. It's just a disaster. You have freaking 335 million Americans. You got 140, 150 of them are women, and you got probably 80 million of them freaking women all on TikTok. Twerk, look at my ass. Look at me. You're whores. You're guilty, man. You're a shithead of a fucking parent if you put a device in your kid's hands. These are dangerous weapons, and the government are watching you through portals on the other side of these things, and they are watching your children. And if your child looks delicious, enticing to these meat eaters, these flesh eaters, these ones that drink the blood and eat the flesh, it is good, Jesus says. You're vampires, okay? Eating the flesh and drinking the blood of your God, Jesus Christ, is the most insane fucking thing that anybody on the face of the earth could do. You're putting a device in your child's hands that allows the government to fucking... Do you remember that movie a long time ago? I can't remember what the name of it is, but they kidnapped a girl and they put them in a room where all these high kings and these fucking elites are all bidding on the children. They're fucking telling you what they're doing. You are putting your child up for sale on the internet when you put that device in her phone, in his hands. When you put these devices in your children's hands, you, at this day and age, you're putting your child on the market for sale, or to be raped, or to be taken off, or to be abducted, or to be kidnapped, to be swept away, to be taken from you because you are too fucking stupid and put a fucking phone in your kid's hands. That's for fucking both mom and dad. You both need to be fucking swatted upside your heads. I'm passionate about this stuff today, man. I want these beasts destroyed. I want to be part of that, man. Okay? I want to be part of destroying it. We can't kill. We can't kill. God says don't kill. You guys got to pass for that one law that God says, that statute saves you presidents, it saves you governors, assemblymen, mayors, all you fucking courtroom judges, you fucking prosecutors, you fucking pieces of shit. It saves you, because I'm not a soft target kind of person, man. You're so blessed to know that God has given laws and statutes that I stand by. And you're safe by those statutes. But boy, when God gets a hold of you, even better yet, man, if he lays you at my feet, and my friend, he's always like, you know, I sometimes I get a flared ego, folks. I do, man. I got to keep it in check. Always. I got to keep in check. My friend Sean, he's like, well, you know, I don't get into that, man. There isn't anything that I could think or do to my enemy worse than what the Creator could do. And he's right, folks. I mean, he like gave me a right hook with that one. Uppercut. Poo, poo. I love my brother Sean. So he pointed it out, and he's straight on that. There isn't anything that I could do. But the thought, the ability that my enemies would be laid at my feet, you know, those that have heard the message that I bring them and chose to turn a blind eye to it and walk away from the truth. You can't walk away from the truth that I share with you. I bring a divine message that has always served from the Most High, the Creator. He's one God. There's none like him. He's my master. He's who I serve. This is why I bring these types of message to you, to be strong and wake you up and tell you, get the phones out of your kids' hands. Get these devices out of your children's hands. Stop allowing the government to raise your children. Start being a parent yourself. Start being a mother. Start being a father. Listen, I failed miserably. So if I can save a younger couple and bring them a message that they hear this, man, and they're like, oh man, I'm not going to give my kid, because this is what I'm sharing with you, is real stuff, all right? They're watching your children. Not only are they watching your children, they know exactly where they're at. They're tracking everybody, man. Don't you get it? They want to know where everybody is. And you're asleep, man. You're fucking like zombies. Like, you don't fucking care. I don't care if the government's watching me. I don't care if they're doing this, man. Just give me my device and let me fucking flip through it and watch women shake their fucking asses on TikTok. Just let me watch my fucking daily dose of the internet. Let me fucking watch fucking America's fucking funny videos. Let me be distracted by anything other than the Spirit of God. God says he is going to destroy you. I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, the American people, to hear this message, man. Turn from your sins and ask for the full armor of God. Because this is going to be a rough year, folks. We still got eight more months of 2022. I told people 2 years ago that something worse, far worse than COVID, is going to take place in this year. And I said if it didn't take place in my year, I'm never going to try to prophesize anything, because I do believe something terrible is going to happen this year. This war is just setting off, and they're doing everything that they possibly can to get people to engage. What they're doing is they're fucking sucking your tax dollars again. There ain't no fucking war going on, folks. They're fucking taking your tax fucking dollars and they're fucking shuffling it in their fucking pocket. They're getting ready for this big re-fucking set, and people are gonna fucking start falling out. Between starvation, between lack of food, between fucking the true help. The only help you're going to get is if you serve God. And even God says he's going to punish you with famine. I couldn't possibly believe of any more of a painful of a death than starving to death, folks. Come on. Fuck. Really, man? People starving to fucking death in this plane of existence. Are you kidding me? Come on. Nobody should be starving to death. Not a fucking soul on this plane of existence should be starving, but yet you bitter fucking people. If there's a fucking manhole in the fucking floor, you fuck. You just hit hell. This device in your child's hands is a market tool to place your child on the internet for sexual rape, to be sexually molested, to possibly be kidnapped, to be taken. That's what you're putting your kids in your hands. Because the same time your kid's looking in these devices, the government's looking back at you. And some sick fucking pervert who's in fucking power is looking at your child and licking his fucking lips. And you people are saying, what do I care if the government's watching me? I'm not doing anything wrong. They're watching you so they can fucking decide who it is they want to turn into their little fucking sex slaves. You know why? Because if they see you in any kind of sin at all, they can come in. That's how this world is, man. That's how this world is. That's how Satan operates. If Satan fucking can see you doing something you're not supposed to be doing through this device, I think this is how they're going to round everybody up in these religious fucking camps and everything. You think Christians are going to get prosecuted. They are going to get persecuted. They're going to get beat down, tore down, shot down. Their heads are going to be fucking cut off their shoulders, all because you guys believe on a man who died on a cross. God is spirit. Jesus wasn't spirit, folks. Jesus was a man. Jesus was sent. Jesus told you that he was a man. Jesus said, don't worship me, I'm a man. God says he is spirit. God is all you can see and all you can't see. Everything that is to the glory of the Creator, the Most High, the Spirit of God that moves all things in place. You are in judgment right now. Get these fucking devices out of your children's hands. Don't give a device to a child that has porn on this, which brings me to the last point that I want to make. Okay? If you give this device to your child and they're watching your child from the other end, then they know that they can give this child pornography. They're going to push it on your child. You don't fucking know. You don't know what these people are doing, folks. They can do whatever they want behind the scenes of these computers and laptops. They shut people's comments down. They shadow ban people. Yesterday I copied and pasted again 300-400 times. You know, anytime I copy that many copy and paste, it should bring me at least 8 to 10 freaking new subscribers when I copy. You know, even if I copy 500, that's 1 out of 50 is what that's the max. If I copy 50 freaking times, it's going to bring me a subscriber. So if I copy 400 or 500 times like I did the other day, I should get 10 subscribers on a minimum. On a good one, I should get like 20. On my best day, man, I've pulled as many as over 20 subscribers in a day. And I spent like freaking 3-4 days in a row copying and pasting my material. And I'm cutting these people. I'm cutting them with what I share, man, because there's not one minister on the face of this plane of existence that is telling you that that man that was created on the 6th day of creation is tied into Revelation 666. The number of man, for the number of man, for the number of man is 666. Man is made of carbon. The atomic number for carbon is 6. 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. Mankind was created on the sixth day. You are the beast of the field that were created on Genesis 1:25. The wild animals, the beasts of the field, each according to their kind, are the United Nations, folks. And these beasts are on the back ends of these phones watching every fucking thing you do. All of it. You are being surveillanced from the state. All of you. All right? I wish you understood that. Wake the fuck up and tell your government to fucking stuff it, man. I'm bitter with you, Americans. Right? I'm bitter with myself. I'm bitter with myself, even though I'm walking that straight, narrow line with the Creator today. Even though I serve God today, I read the Bible. I'm deep into the Bible. I'm deep into Scriptures. I'm deep into bringing you the truth. No one can deny what I'm saying. The government are watching you and your children and everybody. They're tracking you. They know where your child is. And then you're saying, why do I care if the government's tracking me? When the government are the ones that put whores and prostitutes and all this shit on the streets? You want to take that kind of chance and put your daughter or son on a fucking device where they can be tracked and the government knows exactly where your child is at, and you don't care about that? And then you don't expect me to be bitter with you sleepers? I'm bitter with my daughter because I know she puts a smartphone in my kids' hands. I've said all along that these devices are weapons, folks. They are Satan in your hand. This device is Satan in your hand. Okay? It's a scrying mirror. Look, it's a mirror. It's a portal. They're watching you. Demonic beings are watching you. They're masturbating to you, man. They're playing with themselves behind these screens, watching you. They're recording you. They're recording everything that you're doing. If this guy who's some fucking weirdo sitting behind the fucking camera watching you, he flips his fucking shit and he records you. And then he fucking goes home later with this little recording and throws it in his device and he starts jerking his chain because he's so fucking disgusted and distorted and mind bent and it's just dirty. You don't understand. I could have been all that. Guilty. Anybody who's on this shit, that meth, is gonna fall guilty to what I'm talking about. Those desires and stuff will overcome you, and your brain slowly starts to degrade. You're not producing new brain cells, therefore you start to slowly plummet. You start to turn into one of those little schmeagles where the Lord of the Rings, my little precious, my little precious. That's what this fucking thing is. This is a little precious. This is the dark side. You don't put this in a child's hands. You don't let the government look at your little kid through the phone and say, she's cute. I wonder what the size of his little PD is. You don't give your kids this fucking phone. I want to walk up and just that quick, man. Every time I see a parent with their little fucking 3-year-old kid with the fucking Game Boy in their head, man. Fucking totally. You ruin your children with these devices of technology and electronics. I thought were the coolest thing in the world, but with your eye, with the scales off your eyes, it's the most dangerous weapon on the face of this earth, man. It's the most dangerous weapon on the face of this earth. This device is made mankind. Mankind is the beast created on the sixth day. Mankind is not the same as that man that was created in Genesis chapter 2. Okay, man has only been around about 6,000 or 7,000 years. The Gentiles have probably been around for fucking millions of years, folks. This is how they can keep track of the calendar, the 24,000 year calendar that supposedly takes place in astronomy. That each sun sign, each astrology sign carries 2,000 years. Their calendar is a 24,000 year calendar. This is how they're capable of knowing if our ancestors lived thousands of years. This is how they were capable of knowing how the stars and stuff work. And what does it say in the Bible about the stars? It says, do not worship, do not be enticed to look to them and worship or anything. So that is a contradiction to the beginning and creation story when it says to look to the stars and the sun and the moon for times. Time is irrelevant, folks. Time is just carnage in this body. You guys are too consumed in the flesh to understand that you don't die. The energy in you doesn't die. It just moves to another place. So you are going to either move to hell or you are going to ascend. You're going to be able to make that pass over the bridge. You understand that we all have to walk across that bridge in spirit form. And if you ain't pure, man, if you have iniquity on your back and you're a sinner and you preyed on a man to save you from your sins that was created, who was sent, that was made. God made him lower than the angels. A man that was who had death and was placed in a grave next to the wicked and the rich. A man who descended to hell. A man that ascended from hell. A man that was sent to prison. A man, there's so many freaking lies around this story of Jesus Christ crucified that none of it makes sense. But everything that I say to you on this channel all makes 100% sense. It makes sense that a device that has adult content on it, you put inside of a 10-year-old child's hands and the government's watching you on the other side. They're going to direct you. They're mind controlling you through these devices. They're going to direct you to that porn site. They're going to get your child watching porn. All right? I'm going to share a story with you that's true. I don't remember the exact age. I was probably 6 or 7 years of age. I was very, very young. And we were at the sandbox at school. And everybody was running around and everybody's playing tag with one another. Right? Everybody turn around and count and give 10 seconds. Give everybody 10. You can't get out of the sandbox. You know, you got the merry-go-round, you got the swing sets, you got the little rocky things that are in there, and a couple other the climby things, the dome things that you can climb on those bars. It was a big sandbox. Everybody's playing tag. So I went to climb up the swing set. Now this is one of those high swing sets. This is probably an 18-foot swing set, right? So I started climbing up this swing set. And about 3/4, almost right before I could reach the top, right before I got to the top, I had a climax, an orgasm. I shit you not, I was probably 6 or 7 years of age, and out of nowhere, I'm like, humping this swing set. And I don't know what happened. I didn't know what it was, but I can tell you honestly, I went back to that swing set every day for a year, man, climbing that freaking pole, man, because I didn't know what fucking happened. And it wasn't until probably 2 years later that I learned about masturbation. And then there isn't possibly anybody on the face of this earth that fucking pulled their chain more than I did. And it's just dirty now. I understand that. But when you're young, you don't know it. You're just coming into this shit, man. It's all new to you, man. And I'm telling you. I know it to me, I look back at that story and it's funny as shit to me, man. But I digress. Anyways, folks, get these devices out of your kids' hands. Stop letting me walk around this countryside and every place I see, man, everybody's this. Everybody's this. This is what America is today, man. You know why you're down here like this? You can't see what's going on up there. You can't see the chemtrails that they're spraying, or you just don't give a fuck anymore about them spraying, which is another bitter pill for me to swallow, that your tax dollars are on fucking military aircraft spraying our skies with chemtrails, and it's become to a point where people are like, oh, they've been doing that for years. Fuck you. They ain't been doing it for years. They've been doing it for they have been doing it for about a fucking decade now. So when are people gonna fucking say, hey man, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you poisoning our foods? Why are you fucking putting fluoride in the water? Why are you spraying our fucking air with fucking poison? Why are you trying to get us to jack ourselves with vaccines? When are you gonna fucking wake up, man? When are you gonna stop in this fucking shit thing? If you ain't using this for good, to bring knowledge to people, to try to save their souls, and you're using it for any other reason, if you're using it for TikTok, if you're using it for porn, if you're using it to surf the internet for all the shows that you like to watch, if you're using it to watch television, your mind is being sucked up and turned into a fucking little fucking jelly ball. Your brain is dead inside of this. I'm so glad that I am not confined to this thing now. I bought it because I got rid of my last phone because I was done with all the fucking porn site calls and shit, all the solicitations that I got from all the purchasing on the line and going to these websites and trying to chat with all these little girls and stuff. My phone just was a 24 fucking hour ring, 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 always. Oh, I just couldn't take the fucking shit anymore. So I got rid of my phone and I got a brand new fucking phone with the new number, so I don't have anybody fucking soliciting me. I haven't given my number out to anybody. But guess what? I did a video the other day that cut them so fucking deep. They solicited me with fucking Viagra on my fucking phone call in the middle of a production. I'm cutting these people with the truth. I'm sharing the truth. If you got a phone and you've given your child this phone, you're weak. You're a weak parent, man. You're weak. You are conformed. You have conformed to what you think that is what this world is appropriate, and it's okay for you. You haven't taken the responsibility to understand that this is not a wise decision to place inside of a child's hands. And that's pretty much what inspired this. When I was sitting there and I was thinking this morning, thinking about this cell phone, man. And I don't know, how things moved through me, man. I started thinking, wow, you know what, with all this new technology and everything that they have, and they given these devices to our children, and all the new facial recognition that they're trying to push, and the fingerprinting and all that shit that's going on your phone and right there, that really would open up a meat market for your child. You've just put your child on the internet for a market price, man. And if the wrong motherfucker sees your child that has the fucking Muko bucks, he's gonna send some fucking devils to your door and kidnap your kid and turn her into a slave. I ain't bullshitting you. That's the way it is. You better wake up to what you're doing, folks. God's coming, and when he does, he's coming with the sword. You remember? Bye-bye, heads. This is White Raptor News.